I've been to federal prison. As Malcolm say, don't look at me like that way. Don't look at me like that when I say I've been to prison. You still in prison. That's what Los Angeles means, prison. I just told you, you on death row. Wherever you live, you're on death row. America is prison. I went to federal prison. They kept me in solitary confinement in Atlanta, federal prison, solitary confinement in Alabama, federal prison, solitary confinement in a federal prison in Alabama, and in federal prison in Florida. Solitary confinement in the first two states. And on some of them work details in some of the prisons where you work, one brother at one of the camps, everybody talked about it. It wasn't where I was at that time. Brother got away. Was gone. The white man shot at him, might have wounded him. Brother was gone. Another nigga jumped down off the truck. Said, I get him, boss. I got him, boss. In other words, don't worry about a thing, boss. You got a good dog here. And that nigga wagged his tail and he started hassling. And picking him up and putting him down, he caught the brother, fought the brother, held the brother until the enemy could come and get him. That's the kind of watchdogs we are. I know many nights I laid it on concrete, laid on steel in the hole, and I still slept like a baby. I mean, you go into a deep sleep in there, trying to get away from that jailhouse. We would holler down we'd holler down the tier, because talking about getting out of there. And the best way to get out of there, in some cases, was to escape it. Because they had me in one place in Alabama. Damn. I got to tell you about it, just for a second. This place was so cold, they let us out to shower once a week, maybe twice. But normally once a week. And it didn't have bars. It had a steel door, so you couldn't see out. If you were in administrative detention, you didn't have no bars. You were in a room, a cubicle with a steel door. And they opened the flap, if it had a flap, and they put the food in. In some sections of that, where they moved us later, they didn't have flaps. So they make you back up, and they slide your food in on the floor. And then they close the door. If it had the slot, you stick your hands, you walk up backwards while the door is locked. And stick your hands out through the slot. They chain you through the slot. And then once you chain, you pull your hands back. They close the slot and open the door. And 3 of them escort you to the shower, and they put shackles on your legs. So you go to the shower like this, naked. Ain't no shame in the penitentiary. You go naked to the shower. Sometimes if they have women guards, you wrap with a towel or they let you wear something. And you go in the shower might have a light, it might not have no light, it might not have nothing. The shower is a cage too. And it has a steel door. So you go in the shower, they lock it, then you stick your hands back out through the slot. They take the chains off of you, take them off your legs, put you in, then they take them off your arms. Once you inside lock, then you can shower. If it ain't no light, you ask them, you don't have a light in here. They say, don't worry about it. Everything's still in the same place. You know where everything is. You shower. When you finish, you stick your hands back out. They chain you again. They open the door, let you out, chain you, shackle you again, take you back. You go inside, they lock the door, you stick your arms back out, they unshackle you, then you step away from the door and they close the slot. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's just like slavery, just like Kunta Kinte. And when it's just like it. It ain't no different. I'm going to leave that. What's that? That experience I just wanted to share with you. I haven't talked too much about prison in public audiences. I've been to Harvard. Many of you know that. One of the few niggas that went to Harvard and accelerated, not to say Howard, said Harvard in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So now in my resume, I can put Harvard and federal penitentiary. It's a bad nigga there. Been to Harvard and the federal penitentiary. That's God working on a man, rounding him out, balancing him. We organize all the black Cubans in Atlanta. Then we organize all the brothers, and they say, this nigga here has got some power in here. And one day they just all came. I saw all these Peckerwoods coming to the cell block where we were. We knew something was up. They called me Muhammad. They say, Muhammad. You know how they say, Muhammad, we want you to roll your bed up and go with us. So everybody in the cell block say, what you taking Muhammad for? They say, Muhammad is going to lockdown. Muhammad is going to the hole. They say, going to the hole for what? That's what the people, I don't have to say nothing. Niggas in there with 19-inch guns, man. Everybody with me in the joint. That's the truth. They say, you taking him for what? They say, we taking him because we hear and fear that there's going to be trouble in this unit, in this wing, and we moving him to the hole. So then the brothers all came out and threw their mattresses out. Say, Muhammad go to the hole, we all going to the hole. And the so-and-so hole can't hold all of us. I say, damn. So, negotiation, when they went and got some more and some more. Negotiation with them. They say, all right, well, we won't take him to the hole. We'll just shift him to another cell block. You know how that goes. This is the devil lying. Took me out of there, took me around another way, and kept me in a wing of the prison where wasn't nobody. It was cold as hell in Atlanta, and they had the air conditioner on because they say that it didn't work. Ice and snow outside of the prison on the ground. I mean, I've never been that cold in my life. I was cold as hell all the time. Couldn't sleep. They gave me one blanket, and it was cold. One blanket. So I wouldn't eat. Every time the food come, not eating. Not eating. Not eating. They said, this nigga, what kind of nigga is this? I kept sending it back. Not eating. And then I started demanding to see the watch commander, see the sergeant, or whoever the jailer, they call him, whoever the jailer was. I said, tonight this cracker's going to come and see me. The night to open up, this cracker stepped in, and me and him got to talking. Then the pressure was coming from the outside. All kind of pressure from many of you all over the country to get me out of that situation. Some of you called, some of you wrote. You did a little bit of everything. All right. And finally, the brothers rioted, what they call rioted. The brothers rebelled in that whole cell block. Tore it up. One day later, some crackers I had never seen before came to pick me up, to take me from that place, from Georgia to Alabama. Zoom, they took me to Alabama. I thought the place where I was bad. God damn. I got to Alabama, and we shackled and chained, and I'm going in. I'm looking at this place as we go in. Everything looks awesome when you go into the penitentiary. The damn walls look awesome. The steps look awesome. The wire around the fence. If they got a gun tower, the gun tower looks awesome. Everything looks awesome. But I say, well, it's cool, you know. I'm going on in. They take me straight to administrative detention. I'm thinking, well, I'm not there. I'm going to be in the back in the population. Straight to administrative detention, straight to the hole. And that's where they no bars, nothing. That's where it was in them doors with the steel doors and all of that. It took my breath for a minute. I said, man, this is real madness here. And all I could do, Allah is my witness, and I'm not ashamed to say this to the brothers who say you tough, because you got to have that force working in you. All I could do was pray. I know I'm a soldier. I know I'm a warrior. I knew why the enemy had me. So all I could do, give me the peace of mind to deal with this. That's all I want. I don't care when I get out, just give me the peace of mind to deal with it. I don't care if they never put anybody in this cell with me to talk to, just I had stuff. I cleaned the toilet. I polished everything. I laid my number out. The devil would come there, and when the devil come by for the count or look in there, say, damn, he look in there, everything polished, everything laid. I started feeling like I had a condo. I started feeling like I was in a condominium. Then every now and then that feeling will grip your heart. Damn. I said, I can't get out of here. You walk to the walls, you say, I can't get out this way. You walk back and forth, I can't get out that way. I can't talk to nobody. I can't do nothing but turn to Allah. That's all I can do. So I kept turning to Allah. Sometimes the feeling was unbearable. Sometimes it seemed like my heart was shrinking and it was just going to shrink down the size of a BB. And then Allah would give me some heart. Give me some guts. Give me some courage. Or some devil or somebody will come by to talk to me. I get a chance to teach on the beach. So that everybody on the block could hear me teaching how he's the devil, why he's the devil, and when he became the devil. How much time he got. And the black man is going to rule. And then all the brothers got to know me. Even in lockdown, the brothers got to know me, and they waited to see me when I would be going to the shower. They want to get a glimpse. They say he got a bald head. They want to get a glimpse at this cat who they could hear dealing with these crackers. Finally, pressure was put on them, and they took me out of the hole and put me in a semi-lockdown situation. Then finally out of there and shipped me to Florida and turned me loose in the population. All over. Like a fish in water then. Put me in the population. And we organized. We're going to bring some of the brothers here who were in the penitentiary with you. See, you get to know what the mettle of the man is in the joint. I'm sure in the sisters' penitentiary too. But in a man's penitentiary, you get to know what you made of. Because it'll either make you or break you. And it breaks a lot of men. We organized the prison in Florida and told them how to do the right thing and how to fight the powers that be. Minister Farrakhan got a stack of letters that thick from men that I was in the prison with who are now Muslim, standing tall. And the movement is going on and on and on throughout those prisons. Others that I couldn't even see, because at a point you just start hollering through doors just to get communication. You holler, and somebody answer you. And then y'all start talking, yo, man, so and so, and you get a conversation going. Then you get to know each other just from the sound of the voice. And then you start teaching. You don't care who here, you're teaching. You'd be surprised how many men I ran into that had been taught by other men that had been in institutions that I had been in that I didn't even think were listening. And they were able to teach others who were strong that I met when I got to Florida. That's how I was moving in them prisons. So a whole movement exists in the women prisons and the men's prison, because we're the number one people in these prisons. Us and the Mexican, the Chicano, we're number one in the prisons.